Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Rams. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Tell him. 76. 76. Got black 20. Check right 54. Right 54.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
3 down. Tiger, Tiger. 47 the mic, boys. 5.
On first down, gone. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
The drive starts with a run by White. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. On the toss, here's White. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
Here's White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Go, 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 ain't running, run! All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ferguson. A very solid gain of 27. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now a toss play. This is White. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now a carry for White. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Back to throw. Love. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambition. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Mike 20.
To throw on second down is gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Tiger. 59's Mike.
3rd and long. It's gone. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Set. 319. Gone.
On first down, Love. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Love. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it, trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Love. Got his target, Samuel. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 95 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
11. Here we go. Black 20.
Now it's gone. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here we go, Salat. Black 20. Hey, Salat.
From the gun, here's Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. What a spin. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, look at that. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Now let's go. Green 39.
On 3rd down, Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. As his guys are in for 6. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gano for the extra point.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gano out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
Chester. 12, 12.
Hey. 4 down.
Like, hot.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
12.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. Wide open receiver complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
That could not have been timed out any better, and that's exactly what receivers want. The ball in their hands as quick as possible allows them to catch it at full speed and take off and go. And how about the end result there? Big-time run after catch yardage. That rack yardage is so valuable for any offense.
From the red zone now, Goff. This will be caught just inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They begin the drive on the ground at 20. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
43 is the mic, boy. 43.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Blitz. Come on, run.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Detroit!
From the gun, Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
We go, son! 180!
Check 59, Mike. Mike is...
Like, hot!
To the interception, here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
12, 12, 12, 12. Tonight.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he finds a man with a crossing route. So that one will be accepted. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Goff. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. 1st down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on 2nd down. Now they got to come up with something big here on 3rd.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Like 20. Go.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Let's go.
Go get him.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
tight end.
Hut. 180.
Three down.
Obama. Cut.
Here's Goff now on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
We go, Sanat. 180. Hardball.
Motion.
Al, look out.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move, as that gives him a first down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Tight right.
Maverick Walsh.
Three down.
Hardball.
Yes.
From the 50, it's Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Cut. White 20. Hey, 5.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Starting left here.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these...
What's that?
On second down, here's Goff. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Three down.
We go, Sanat. 180.
Banjo. 48's Mike.
17. 5. Al, look out.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes, because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Cut. 180.
Out of the gun, Goff. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. And this one is right through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Back to throw. Love. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
The Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun. Love. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here we go. Check 26, check 26. 47 Mike.
And now a carry here for the fullback. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
17, 17, 17.
Single receiver.
Starting left here. Tiger, Tiger. Set.
Goff now to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
76, 17, 17, 17.
On 1st and 10, gone. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Luke Kuechly coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Here we go. Like 20.
Check. 3 down, 3 down. Kill.
Twos.
Kill. Turn up.
Tiger. Let's go. 12. Let's go.
59.
Super 1.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
11.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
17.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
So it's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw on 2nd down. Love. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Love. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Love. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. And call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
3 down. No. Check. Patriot.
Now White. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A bullet throw, but incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a rare two-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
120. Hardball. 12.
On first down, it's gone. And just shedding him off there. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 22.
76.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Here we go. 180. 14.
Gone. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Rams on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
180.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Hardball.
Mike, check. 59.
Goff now looks to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now,
Here we go,
first and
fellas, here we
10.
Double tight. Hey, lift. Hey, shell. 12.
Here we go.
12. Dula.
7 to Mike.
12.
Get the ball.
Set.
Now Goff on first down. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Rams on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
12. White 20.
Motion.
5.
Now Goff. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Starting left here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
We go slide. White 20.
We got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Let's go.
Motion. Right there.
Hey, slide.
Right there. 54 Mike.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold him to 3. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Black 20. Merlin!
You got tight right there.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he's a big factor in a run game. No gain.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
Woo, baby! Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, boys, we got 4. 4 down.
We're going to slide. White 20.
47 with Mike, boys. 47. Check, 47.
14. 47, Mike. 47.
To throw is gone. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Gun!
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field.
Gun! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Throwing after the interception. Love. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Let him know. Motion. Pump.
Over.
To throw on second down. Love. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Hey, 4 down.
Here we go. 120.
Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Rams, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
You